Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, welcome back to more Hearthstone, another week in the Tavern Brawl, and this week, as you can see here, I've already completed this Tavern Brawl, but my computer crashed while I was recording, which is cool. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, so what a way to send me off. And speaking of send-offs, we got Randomonium again. An encounter at the crossroads, under a mana storm, choose a class, get random cards. Each turn your cards' costs are randomized. Yeah, great send-off, because Hearthstone's always been a game about skill, and what better Tavern Brawl than Randomonium to epitomize the skill in Hearthstone. So we're going with Demon Hunter, because that's the one class I still need to get to level 60. I can briefly summarize the 4 games that I played prior to this recording. Let's go going against Mage. Alright, let's do the mulligans, and I'll try to summarize what you guys missed. Okay, let's see here. I could keep, I think I'm gonna keep that. I'll keep that just to be able to play something on 1, because, you know, when it's skill-based, I'm not always sure that I'm gonna be able to play something on 1, so, you know, we're trying to get some bigger stuff out there that cheat mana. But, basically, first game, Warlock v Warlock, because I had a Warlock quest at the time. Looked perfect. That is not discounted enough for me to play, so I'll play that. And, that would be very spicy to get out on, next turn, but we'll see. First game, Warlock versus Warlock, pretty kind of back and forth. I think I was, or even rather, I was pretty much ahead, I think, most of the time. But like, it was fairly even-ish, and then I was able to win in the end. Never seen this happen before, but I had 3 legendaries in my opening hand, and for some reason I mulliganed all of them. Hey, look at that! My opponent maybe has a bunch of legendaries in hand, potentially. But yeah, for some reason I was like, oh yeah, I should mulligan them. Try to get some early drops, and it's like, oh wait, I forgot. They're all randomized costs. So, that's unfortunate. This is a start. This is kind of how the second of, or the next 3 games went. Warlock versus, I think, Priest. Warlock versus something, and Warlock, and then Demon Hunter, and then I played Demon Hunter versus something. All steamrolls. One of them, oh, it was Warlock. The second one was Warlock versus Warlock. And actually, let me think if I should. What do I want to do here? I guess I just silence this and try to like survive until maybe I can get one of these guys out. But this is kind of looking, like I said, like the last 3 matches after the 1 win that I had. Warlock versus Warlock. The person got what was it called? Arch Villain Reform, the one that replaces your hand and deck with legendaries. On like turn, it was like 5, so it's not completely unreasonable, 5 or 6, but still, like a deck of legendaries versus a deck of random cards, kind of a steamroll. Second one, well, not a steamroll, it was kind of a loss at that point. The third match was Warlock versus Priest, and the Priest, I think on turn 1, I can't remember exactly what happened. Turn 1, they played a 1/4 taunt, and I had a thing that had like a silenced taunt, but I mulliganed it in my opening hand before they play that card, and then they buffed it with the Elec thing, the 4/7 summon an Elec or whatever, which was sad, because then I could have silenced it, but then they just played like, you know, basically 4/5, 5/4-ish worth of stats, like every card. After that, it was like turn 1, 1/4, turn 2, it became like what, a 5/7 with taunt, or a 5/7. Turn 3, they played like a 5/4 and like a 5/5 or something like that. Turn 4, I think we're on now, right? They played like a 6/7 and another 6/7 or something like that. I was like, okay, that's, I think that at that point, and I had no board, I was like, I think we've kind of get the point there, Hearthstone. Let's see what we want to do here. I guess we play this. It's going to take out 2 things, potentially, if they don't remove everything. But, you know, I think they're going to have hard removal for it. Then I played Demon Hunter versus, I think it was Warlock or something. And that's when my game crashed. But I was losing. They also, basically, turn 1, played something. Turn 2 was like 5 something, 5/4, you know, 5/3 or something like that. Turn 3, again, more of that stuff, and it was just like, yeah, okay, I think I think I get the point, Hearthstone. I'm not supposed to win. Well, we already kind of knew that, so it's like not that surprising. But it was like you don't have to rub it in that much, right? So, anyways, so far, could be worse. I mean, this is a 2-5. This was a 3-2. Like they could have been like 5+. Oh, what is going on? Oh, they're gonna trade that instead of that. Okay, that's fair. I kind of figured keep the minions, but Hey, look at that. That is, okay. Okay, so I can play this. I can play that to, like, just clear the board. Do I have any demons in my deck? I do. That's not a very good demon, though. Instant poly on this, or nah? I'll probably play this and this, because I don't think that they can't go above their cost. So I can guaranteed play this and then draw. To try to start reloading my hand a little bit. But I'm kind of hoping to have some bigger demons than just 1-mana 2/1s that I don't even get the battle cry off of, or I don't even get the battle cry now. So, polymorph that. Okay, 2-mana polymorph, I guess. That's a smart one to ping, because you're just like, 1/1, 2/1, might as well. Okay, that's not polymorph, but okay. Okay, that's nice. We'll do that. We'll play this. I'll take that out because I don't want to do anything weird here. Sure. Oh, what is this? Deal 1 damage. Can I do it to face? I can do it to face. All right. Oh, that's helpful. I mean, Flame Strike here, but yeah, I guess. Okay. I don't have any demons in hand. If I draw one, that'd be kind of peachy keen, but I'm getting, demons pulled from my deck anyways. Oh, that's sad. Not anymore. No more demons being pulled. Alas. Alright. Welp. Still can draw like the Dickens. After hero attacks, okay. Do that. Sure, I'm just gonna draw my deck here, I guess. That is a demon. I could just keep that in hand and not have it, what's it called? I'm gonna go ahead and hero power here, I think. So I'll trade this and this. I was like, what's going on? Why are you, freezing? So we go there, we get the board. Still get a Flame Strike here, but, it is what it is. Just waiting for that Flame Strike. Next turn, we're going to pull this thing. This is going to be beefy. And then we'll see. Okay, Fireball. Goes for ping here. Alright. Silence doesn't do anything. That was just for the draw. There's the thing. No Fireball for that. I think I just sit on this, right? Oh. Wait. It plays it, summon a random demon, and then when it's summoned, it gets... Okay. Well, that was not as exciting as I hoped, because I was hoping that I was going to be able to attack next turn. Whatevs. Flame Strike still. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is kind of done. It wasn't as dominating as the other matches that I lost, but I think it's still reasonable. A reasonable steam. I don't know. I'm at 17 health. Is it really a steamroll? I don't know if I would call it a steamroll. Because I got steamrolled in some of those games. I wish you guys could have seen it. But yeah, I mean, I really think they should have flame strike here, but alas. Not the case. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. This thing is that I wonder if that's a thing for all cards that dormant. Like they cannot come into the field without being dormant, regardless. Like you summon them from your deck, the I don't know, you res them from like a pre-spell or something. Like, does it have to be? It has to be dormant when it comes into the field. It seems kind of like it. See, this is lethal on board, I think, right? So we just do a little punching. Kind of anticlimactic, but you know, I think that's kind of how this Tavern Brawl goes sometimes. So, like I said, the first one, Warlock versus Warlock, fairly even. I mulliganed 3 legendaries in my opening hand, not sure why. 2 of them were kind of meh-ish. It was a good match, though. I'm sad that we lost that footage. Second one, kind of like, I mean, it wasn't really back and forth. I think my opponent was still ahead, and then they, you know, Archvillain reformed, and it was just like, actually, no, I think I was ahead on board. The Archvillain, or kind of, I had board, the Archvillain reformed. It wasn't, like, that significant of a board swing, but then, subsequently, they just kept dropping legendaries. I did get a 9/8, what's it called, a Floating Watcher that they stole with Silas, the guy that rotates things. And then that was pretty much it. So it was, like, not the biggest steamroll, but it was, because it took a couple turns. But then it was like, it's pretty much done. And then the Priest match, ooh, that was the steamroll, right? When you have a full board, like, I think they had 6 minions, and they all had, like, at least, like, 8 worth of stats, right? Whether it was, like, you know, X amount of health or X amount of attack or whatever, like, on turn 4, a board full of minions with like 8+ stats, like that's kind of a steamroll. And I had no board, kind of a steamroll. The Demon Hunter match that was lost to the computer crash was, I don't know. I feel like that one was playing out to be a little bit more potentially. Maybe I'm kind of contradicting myself now from what I said earlier, but I feel like I was starting to get like losing the board. Like, I think I was kind of, like, going back and forth a little bit for the first couple turns, and then it was like, nah, they're just going to start dropping big stuff, like, every turn. Or they started dropping big stuff, and then it crashed. I'm like, okay, that's just Hearthstone's way of telling me that I shouldn't be playing much anymore. So, unfortunately, lost the footage, but we came back, one and done. Not a steamroll, but a pretty convincing win, I think, overall. Really kind of didn't go my opponent's way. Actually, the beginning, right? And then I was able to stabilize. Like, if they traded the 5/3 rather than the 2 other minions they had, which was what? They had a what did they have? So they traded a 2/3, I think, the thing that I silenced, they already took some damage. They also traded a 3/2, something like that, right? And then they had the 1/1. Yeah, they traded those 2 instead of the 5/3. And that gave me the opportunity to multi-strike both of their minions down and drop the taunt dude. So if they had 3 minions up instead, they would have had, what? I probably would have taken out the things with more attacks, so they would have had a 1/1 left. So they would have traded the 5/3, they would have had the 3/2 and the 2/3 and the 1/1. I would have cleared both of those things and left the things that they traded and left the 1/1. And then it wouldn't really have done much different. It seemed like their hand after that, they kind of like had a lot of stuff to play early on and kind of got some decent board control, but then wasn't able to sustain it. Because the first couple turns were like, ooh, this is looking kind of like a not good situation for me. And then they kind of ran out of steam, and then I was able to do stuff. I mean, yeah, if I got my demon guy out earlier, like on the first 2 turns, I don't think it would have been close. It took me until like what, turn 4 or something, or turn 5 for that guy to get discounted to 1. And then I was able to claw back, even though I was like at what, 15 health or whatever. So yeah, it was a like, you know, give up the early game to win the late game. But I think my opponent just really had a little bit of early game and not really much late game, unfortunately. So ended up being the way it was. But anyways, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching all this time.